Hey, what's up? Welcome to session 4. And when we talk about Yamcha, what comes to your mind? Yeah, I already know, I don't even need you to comment it down below. But besides being one of the most misunderstood characters in the franchise, there's a controversy around him that sparked a lot of conspiracy theories. His appearance. When we compare Yamcha and Gohan, they look almost identical. But have you ever wondered why they look so alike? Is there an explanation for it, or is it just a coincidence? That's what we're going to find out in this video. This whole discussion about Yamcha looking like Gohan has generated tons of memes and wild theories. It's common to see edits comparing the two characters, and even though people say Yamcha looks like Gohan, the truth is actually the opposite. Gohan looks like Yamcha. After all, Goku's son showed up much later in the series. If you pay attention, Kid Gohan had hairstyles very similar to Yamcha's, but at that point, it wasn't that noticeable. However, when he grew up, they basically became almost identical, with small differences like the scar on the face. But aside from that, they share the same build, the same hairstyle. And when you compare Android Saga Yamcha with future Gohan, that's when things get crazy. The resemblance becomes absurd. In fact, future Gohan even got a scar on his face, making him look even more like Yamcha. Fans were so intrigued by this similarity that they even questioned Akira Toriyama himself. But the creator of the series never gave an explanation. And of course, that only left fans with even more doubts. That's when a bunch of crazy theories started popping up. Like this one, that Yamcha is actually a Saiyan just like Goku and Vegeta, but hid his identity by cutting off his tail to live as a normal human. I know, that makes zero sense, because Yamcha's power level doesn't significantly evolve over time. There's no evidence to support it. Another famous theory is even more absurd, that Chi-Chi cheated on Goku. And that Gohan is actually Yamcha's son, and that's why they look so similar. But again, that makes no sense at all. After all, Gohan has Saiyan blood. So no guys, all of this is just conspiracy theory. So what actually explains this similarity? Unfortunately, we don't have an official answer, but the truth is, we don't even need one. When we think about Akira Toriyama, we immediately think of Dragon Ball, but a lot of people forget that it's not his only work. It would be pretty lucky to create a worldwide hit on your first try, right? Dragon Ball is actually a combination of many ideas, inspirations, and previous works by the author. We know the main inspiration comes from Journey to the West. But there are many others, especially from Toriyama's earlier works. One of those works is Dr. Slump. It tells the story of Arale, that super strong robot who occasionally appears in Dragon Ball. This series was very successful in Japan between 1980 and 1984, with 18 volumes and even a fun anime adaptation. But it didn't come close to Dragon Ball's worldwide success. Even so, it's clear that Toriyama has a lot of affection for this work. He constantly references it. And here's the key point. Many Dragon Ball characters were inspired by characters from his earlier works. For example, there's a character in Dr. Slump who plays the role of God, and he looks a lot like Master Roshi. There's also a character named Tsun, who clearly inspired Yamcha. And it doesn't stop there. Other characters follow this same pattern. On top of that, there's another work called Dragon Boy which came before Dragon Ball, and its protagonist basically looks exactly like Goku. So basically, Dragon Ball is a mix of several ideas Toriyama had already created before. And there's one very strong trait in his work, character recycling. I don't know if it's a technique or just laziness. Actually, Toriyama himself has said in interviews that he's kind of lazy. But hey, laziness isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes that's where genius comes from. Whoever invented the washing machine was probably too lazy to wash clothes by hand. And look at the result. So, going back to the main question, why does Gohan look like Yamcha? Simple, character recycling. Final examples. And if you think this doesn't happen, check out these examples. When Goku and Krillin were kids, same height, same body, same face. The only difference? Krillin is bald and Goku has hair. Another example, Tien. Take away his third eye and give him Goku's hair. Another clone. So guys, it's clear that this isn't a coincidence. Gohan looking like Yamcha is just another resource Toriyama has been using since the beginning of the series. But of course, despite their appearance, they are completely different in personality, in strength, in character development. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, share it with that Dragon Ball fan friend, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Big thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.